I'm the Reverend Sarah Rivera from Christian Community Church. And I was thinking about this a lot today and thinking about what to say and had some notes and stuff. But as I sat there, I thought of changing what I had to say, and I want to talk to you from the heart. I've had the privilege to do, and I want to tell you something personal. I had the privilege to do missionary work. I've done it with my children, and I went this last year. I went with a team of 14 people to another country. And I want to tell you a story about a woman who was infected with HIV by her husband, and is raising about 4 children. And a couple times I went to her village and went to see her. I never saw her oldest son. One morning we walked several miles to bring her food and clothes, and figured we would see her son finally, because we never get to see him because he was always working. And it was about maybe 7:30 in the morning, and she said, "Oh no, he's already left to work." So I said, "Oh, by the way, so how old is your son?" Thinking he's 20, 22, 25. He was 12. And it was through him that they eat. And she says, because of him, we can eat. Her circumstances wasn't something she chose. It's occurred. I remember leaving there, walking back, the miles back to the village, and crying, and saying, "Thank you, God, because I've never had to look into the eyes of my sons, that they're hungry, that they need something, and that I not be able to provide for them." That must be one of the most excruciating things that a mother can go through. So if I was in her position, and I had to cross a border, because I needed to feed my child, then I would cross a border, even if that makes me an illegal immigrant, because my children need food. I guarantee you, people, that these people cross the border not to get a handout, a bailout. It's interesting that you could go to Washington and get high-class welfare for a bailout. They're not asking for a hand to be out for the bailout. They're asking for a hand to be extended for what's put in the proclamation, a hand extended for respect and dignity. They're not coming here for the handout. They're coming to survive. I hear several stories of that. So I leave you with the verse. Out of the many things that I could come and say political things and say the right things and say what I have to say, but I wanted to leave you with that story and know that this is something that's true. This is something that's real. The immigrants that come here to work, come here to survive, come here because there's a need. And so I challenge Worcester to be compassionate, to have not only, they're not looking for an open hand, they're looking for Worcester to have an open heart. I leave you with a verse of Leviticus that says, "The stranger who sojourns with you shall be to you as the native among you, and you shall love them as yourself, for you too were a stranger in the land of Egypt." Let's all remember that unless you're Native American, we all came from somewhere.